Hello, everybody. I just wanted to give you a quick little rundown on how to use Google Meet. Google Meet is typically used by our teachers to connect with your students or with your children and to share information and to also just check in, see how things are going um, with their work. So there's two ways that we're going to talk about today, and one way is through an email. So you can see here I'm in an email, and you'll see there's a join meeting code. So that the teacher might send you an email with that join meeting. So there's one way we can do it, and I'll just show you the other way. The other way is with students. I'm just going to pull in a Google Classroom. You'll notice on the Classroom stream page, there is a Google Meet link. That is another way you can click in there and join a meet there. Now, the teacher actually has to be in the meeting in order for that to work. So if you notice that it's not opening, it's because the teacher isn't there. So make sure that you know when the teacher is going to be there for your Google Meet. So that's for students. Okay, so let's just open up this one. We'll go through some of the features of Google Meet. And I'm going to make sure my microphone is turned off so we don't get feedback. And I'm going to also turn off the camera. So there we go. So we're going to just join in. Sometimes what will happen, depending on how the teacher has set it up or whoever is the host has set it up, you may have to wait until they accept you in. But this one I can just join directly in. So I'm going to join in and should be popping up now. So here we are in grid view. I'm just going to move this guy a little bit smaller so you can kind of see. Let's put myself up in the corner here. Grid view is what you can see here, but you can change the different views here. So first off, we're going to do is we're going to go down here to we call them the Timbits right there, bottom right. Click on that, and you actually can, there's lots of different features here, but we want to look at change layout. And you can see there's different ways you can adjust your layout. I typically like it in tiled. However, when your teacher's presenting, you might want sidebar. Then you can see the presentation and then all the people that are in the meeting. Depending on you, it's personal preference how you want to set that up. So that's change layout. Another neat option, and I'm going to turn on this camera so you can see this. I'm going to just get this out of the way here. Turn the camera on. And that's where if you hover down to the bottom, you can see you can have your mic, you can leave the call, or you can turn your camera on and off. So you can see the camera's on now. You'll notice I have a really interesting background. That's what I wanted to share with you. You can change your background. There's different types of styles. You can blur your background, different types of blurs. And then, of course, there's all these different types of backgrounds. It's a neat way to engage with the people in the call. Okay, so that's, we're going to move that out of the way. We'll get out of there, and I'll just turn off the camera. Okay, the other thing that you might be asked to do as a parent or as a student is right up here in activities. Teachers might create breakout rooms. That's where this is all located. Polls or just surveys. This is where all these things are located. You can also ask questions here as well, and you can type in your question. That's if it's turned on. A teacher wants you to ask questions, you can put that in there. And that's about it for today's lesson or today's meeting or today's video. And one other thing I will mention, it does have a raise hand option here too. So you can actually raise your hand if you want to as well. And the teacher can see that you raised your hand and then talk to you about why you raised your hand. And that's about it. So thank you for listening, and hopefully you'll have a great day.